What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran. Today I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading for the for the month of August. Okay, so this is going to be just a general reading. It's going to be looking at the energies of the masculine and the feminine, as they are so often labeled, and then taking a look at the headspace and heart space, and then of course some of the outcomes that might occur for this month of August. Right now, obviously, timing is as relevant as the mating cycles of a sea lion, but however, I hope that this reading will allow some of these things to come true in the quickest amount of time possible, whatever they may be. Okay, but the energy is fluid; things do change. You can things can change in a matter of an instant, as we've so often seen these past 4 or 5 months. Okay, so I've got a couple of decks here, 3 or 4, which is more than a couple, and I might use all of them. I might use 2. I'm not quite sure yet, but I do hope that whatever decks I choose to use, they bring you guys the messages that you need. So anyway, let's get started. So I invite any beings of love and light to please help me out with this tarot reading for the Twin Flame Collective, August 2020, and to bring clarity and truth to the people that are watching. All right, so let's start with the, why don't we start with the feminine energy, and we will take a look at what the divine feminines, those who identify with the divine feminine energy, more or less, we'll see what you guys are going through right now. Okay, so what is going on, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what is going on with the feminines for the month of August 2020? All right, so first off, we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so the Page of Wands is a card that denotes some element of good news. Okay, so the good news here could be anything. It could be in regards to work, it could be moving, it could be a friend bringing you some kind of information, it could just be an energy of feeling much more lively, communicative, talkative, right? Being in this energy of fun and lightheartedness, right? But the Page of Wands does bring some element of good news towards you. Often, it sort of comes after a long time, as if you've been waiting for this good news. So it's almost like for many feminines, there's this element of communication coming towards you that you've been wanting to hear for a very long time. Okay, and then we do have the King of Cups next to that. So this could be from the masculine energy, right? This is a water sign, so this is Pisces, Cancer, and the other one, Scorpio, that I don't care about. So yeah, the King of Cups, right? This could be coming from a male, from someone who, you might be hearing some information from your divine masculine, maybe that you've heard that they might be a little bit more mature, more emotionally mature, just using the word mature again, more emotionally ready and able to be in a place of higher levels of understanding, right? However, separate from that, for many of you, it's going to be an energy of certainly just balancing out your masculine energy in August, but also coming to terms with a lot of your own emotions. Okay, the King of Cups is someone who essentially follows their heart, right? They still lead with their mind. They're kind of balanced in that way, but they do follow their heart. Okay, so for many of you, this is going to be a choice to follow your heart. Okay, and you might be hearing good news in regards to something that maybe you've been wanting to do, even if it's something as simple as a move, a new job, anything like that. Some kind of emotional security coming to you, or you hearing about that from someone else, maybe some other kind of masculine influence in your life. Okay, it doesn't have to be just twin flame. I know, obviously many people still have fathers and brothers and stuff like that. We do have the Ace of Cups coming out here, so this is an emotional new beginning for many feminines. This is an opportunity. Like any ace, the opportunity can go any way, right? It could end up shitty, but the Ace of Cups does talk about some kind of beautiful opportunity in love or romance or friendship, right? This idea that there's a wellspring of love that is available to you in the month of August. Okay, so feminines, it's very, very good energy. For many of you, it's going to be definitely in terms of love. We have lots of with next to the King of Cups, again, it could be some kind of good news around love, but also in August, for many of you, you will probably start to feel there's probably this new beginning coming for many of you, whether or not it's because you have this new job opportunity, this new relationship, this new soulmate friend, this new type of spiritual connection to someone, this new type of idea, this creative project. There's these elements of goodness coming towards you in August. So it's almost like they've traveled a long way to get to you, but finally in August they're coming to you. Now, obviously, with COVID, there might be many situations that are delayed naturally. However, it does seem like for many of you, this is a very freeing energy coming in here, okay? So, see what else I can get for you guys, the energy. But so far, so good. And then we finally have the Queen of Pentacles, which is that's good, okay? It's very good. The Queen of Pentacles is a self-reliant type of woman. It's someone a feminine energy, I mean, rather than just being a woman. But as the feminine, this is you guys coming in here feeling grounded, feeling nurtured, feeling taken care of. Now, this could be because of maybe this Ace of Cups, King of Cups situation. Maybe it's someone finally appreciating you for who you for who you are. And of course, it could be some financial gains, right, because of this good news. Maybe it is because of you've moved into a new place, or you've gotten a new job, or you're thinking about starting this. Whatever that may be, I know many feminines, and they're all, lots of them I think are at this time that I know of are moving to new places, right? So they're having these new open homes, these bigger places, and this Queen of Pentacles energy is definitely going to be them. Definitely going to be many of you guys if you resonate with that. Is this idea of feeling solid in your environment, okay? This is that grounded root chakra energy of just feeling safe and secure. And if it isn't financially because of some amazing amount of money that suddenly lands on your lap, it is because you have taken the steps to get to where you are, that you deserve what it is that you have, whatever that may be, whatever's coming for you in August. If it's nothing material, it's simply a feeling of safety and security, which of course is what you would need in this earth as a basic mode for survival. And so that would bring in all of that good energy as well. But it's a very grounded energy. So this energy for you guys is very positive. The Page of Wands coming in, good news, King of Cups. If not around a masculine figure in your life with this Ace of Cups, this emotional new beginning, certainly you are feeling like there's a new beginning for you guys personally. As the Queen of Pentacles, it will bring you safety and security. All right, so that's what's going on with the feminines in the month of August 2020. I'll take a look down at the masculines and see what's going on with those guys. The people who usually have penises. Take a look at those guys. So what's going on with the masculines? Spirit guides. What's going on with the masculine energy in the month of 2020? So the first card that we have is the Three of Wands. This card talks a little bit about adventure. It's sort of saying that there's chances, there's opportunities to take, okay? So there's things for the masculines to do at this point, things the masculines are wishing to do, wanting to do, and that there are places that they may need to go to. It's sort of waiting for things to come, waiting for some element of some project to be realized, right? You both have this wand energy in the first position here. So for many masculines, it's this feeling that they're being called to adventure, right? So many masculines are maybe looking away from what they're currently situated in and seeing where it is they want to go. So there's a pull, there's a real energetic pull towards something, someone, some idea, right? But it's pulling them to looking towards the world, right? They may not be happy where they are, wherever that may be, okay? So let's see what else energy we can get. Three of Wands makes some sense. We do have the Seven of Swords, so this is leaving. This is the deception, the lies, theft, right? Very literally, it could mean being stolen, right? Either they're the thief or someone else has stolen from them. But for many masculines, it's either they feel like they're tired of being lied to, people are lying to them, being deceived constantly, thinking things are okay and ignoring the signs that are around them, such as people kind of taking energy or valuable items or time or whatever, right? Taking something from the masculines. So the masculines could be either in this energy themselves, as in they are the ones who are deceiving others, and that's kind of the energy that they're in, like lying, sneaking around, or for many masculines, it could be this idea that they're tired of this, and that's why they're kind of looking elsewhere. Right, so there's almost this element of leaving, right? Double leaving. That they might be the ones that are leaving whatever situation is going on, right? We do have the Queen of Swords for the masculine, so this is interesting. We have that feminine energy here. As the feminine energy, it could be, of course, be a helpful kind of a woman or something like that. But this is the confidence to make a decision. As the Queen of Swords, it is basically falling down in the masculine position. It's almost like saying that the masculines here are needing to balance out that kind of energy, that feminine energy. Just as you guys have the King of Cups in your position, the Queen of Swords is that feminine energy of being confident within that part of themselves, right? To finally be confident and feel confident enough to move forward with what it is that they have inside their mind, to put their plans into action, right? So many masculines this month are going to be feeling very intellectually clear, right? Their mind is going to be very clear. They're going to be making decisions, even if they're harsh or hard for other people to grasp, because it's the Queen of Swords coming after the Seven of Swords. Is very much like that deceiving energy, deception, lies, right? The betrayals, whatever that may be going on there. That's ending with some clear thinking. Finally, these masculines are making clear decisions now coming in the month of August, and they're very much which is leading them towards something. And the next card that came out is the Four of Wands. Okay, so the Four of Wands is that twin flame kind of card, if there did exist such a thing, which there doesn't, but it is often seen as a twin flame energy card. Four of Wands is a harmony. It's kind of like that 11-11, right? You see those four poles. And it is like this harmony card, this wedding card, this peaceful resolution, this creative project, this enterprise all working out, right? So for the month of August, many masculines are not only maybe moving towards the twin flame relationship with the Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, that they finally made the decision. They're seeing what's right for them. They're going towards it, heading towards that twin flame union. And it could be just this union within themselves, or the choice to, of course, move towards what is their highest good, their highest order, right? So if this is not the relationship itself, so for many of you it's going to be, because you feminines had the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups together there with the Page of Wands. But for many masculines, it could just be them reaching a new level within their own life, and finally maybe it's that spiritual awakening, maybe it's the creative job, maybe it's the thing that they wanted the most. It's almost like this desirable period is coming towards them because they're looking elsewhere. And so many of them, they might actually leaving situations, whether or not they're karmic or just situations in general that aren't serving them. There's confidence coming in for the masculines that lead them to some type of balance and peace with that Four of Wands. Okay, so that's very good. Very good news for many masculines, and also good news for the feminine. So the energy is close together, good. Okay, it's a very close energy of goodness and harmony and balance. Okay, for both you guys. So the feminines have the emotional security going on here. It seems like so there's going to be a lot of changes for the feminines within the emotional world and the security of the earth realm. And for many masculines, the focus is more on action and confidence and a belief system. Okay, so there's a little bit of mental. There's more mental in the masculine than rather feminine this month, but that's fine. That tends to happen sometimes, especially with things like mirroring. Okay, so why don't we take a look at the headspace and heart space for the masculines and feminines, okay? So what is going on with the headspace for the feminines? What are they thinking about? What's going on with their mental space this month, August 2020? Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands, so this is a lot of responsibility going on, a lot of things that you guys are probably dealing with at the moment. Energy of being weighed down by some particular events. Maybe it's the past, maybe it's just the current workload that you got going on in your own personal life or at work. And of course, could be the effects of this relationship. Yeah, we have, look at this, the Seven of Wands, so a lot of you guys are having to stand your ground against people. Maybe some negativity trying to weigh you down, some other people, some situations. You fought hard for your position, feminine, so many of you feel like you don't want that taken away from you. That's why you're working so hard. And so there's this element of needing to stand in your power against all odds. And many of you are probably feeling that way, as if you are having to actually stand tall in the face of whatever adversity is coming your way, because that's what's being asked of you. And so there's this resolution within you to really stand up for yourself, and maybe to a certain degree standing up for others. This is standing up for what you believe in, okay? And for the Page of Swords, we have this clear clarity coming in. We have this contract, okay? So this could be an actual physical contract that you sign with a pen or blood or urine, whatever it is that people sign contracts with these days. I'm not too sure, but the idea is that there is this clear contract, if not a physical one, then this idea of a mental contract, this new idea, these new concepts of truth and clarity coming into the mental space for the feminines. So in your energy, you didn't have the mental body, but actually in your head, you do have some clear thoughts, some clear ideas, and some truth coming into you guys this month in August in your head space, okay, which is very that's a clearing, okay, because it's going to clear away these heavy burden, these responsibilities that have been weighing you guys down, okay. Many of you might be finally feeling that call to let go of your burdens, and that's finally going to happen. There's going to be some relief mentally for you guys to get rid of those stresses this month, okay. So again, many of you could be moving. There's a strong sense that many feminines are moving this month, physical locations, and so the Ten of Wands would put down once the air has been cleared, okay. So let's take a look at the mental body for the masculines. We'll see what they're thinking. What's going on with the mental body for the masculines this month, August 2020? We have the Two of Pentacles, so there's a clear focus with the Oh shit! I just ran out of all of my voice. That's why I bring water, man. Shit. Okay. Sorry. Two of Pentacles. There's a clear focus here for the masculines on juggling and balance, trying to find some element of balance in their lives, trying to juggle finances, what little they have, trying to make things work, make ends meet. So their mental body is already focused on survival. It's trying to focus on how to juggle everything at once, okay? So they're clearly in a bit of a bind mentally, okay? So they're trying to work things out. We have this Knight of Cups, which means what they're working towards is an offer. Could be the offer to the feminine. It could be certainly an offer to themselves. It could be that they're looking for the offer. They're looking for some stability. They're looking for some kind of dreamy job. They're looking for something to fulfill them emotionally here. That they're trying to find some emotional sort of security here, right? There was the King of Cups up there. They're trying to get something. They're juggling something, right? And then we have more Page of Cups. So this is love news, self-love. Many of them are going to be wanting to focus on themselves at this moment, to really work on themselves, to go deep within their own cup. Others, it's going to be small offers to the feminine, actually thinking about an offer towards them, whatever that may be. If you're in union, it could be just larger steps together. Right? Many of them might want to be they might want to feel more secure before they continue. For others, it's going to be an actual message of communication, and for others, it might be something completely different. If you're completely in separation, it could just be this idea of them focusing more on themselves at this time to really give themselves some stability. Okay, and so their mental body is really focused on that. Okay, so let's move towards the heart space. Okay. So what's going on with the heart space in the feminine position, Spirit? Okay, Six of Pentacles. This is a gift. You guys giving gifts, receiving gifts. This is feeling a sense of balance within yourself. So this is maybe, for many of you, feeling, for a large percentage of you, this is going to be you're either giving a gift or you're receiving a gift, and that is something that brings you some sort of happiness within your heart. Okay, your heart is focused on a gift at this time. Okay, we have the Six of Cups, so another six again. Yeah, heart space energy, returning to the past, soulmate love, past life connections. Your heart is in the right place, feminines, that's for sure. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, your heart's in the right place. We do have the Moon card, so this is the illusion, things seeming a little bit more scary than they need to be, and certainly not sure about what lies ahead. Okay, so this is like being lost in the woods, and you kind of don't really know where you're going. You have the path, but you can't really see what's in front of you, so you just keep going, trudging along, doing your best to follow your intuition. So the feminines right now are having to follow their intuition, but their heart is still in the right place. They have there's this focus on love, on security, on finances, on the twin flame connection, on being love, bringing love, doing their best. But there's still some things that they're not sure of up ahead, but they're trudging on in faith. Okay, so there is this element of faith and love still protruding from the feminine's heart that is actually keeping you guys going, and that is what will keep you going despite some of the confusion and what might be going on around you at the time, whether or not it's within the relationship, the near future of the relationship, the past, or the future, the long-term future. Many of you are still having this faith and this element of love and this return to that time when things were freeing. Okay, so whatever lies ahead that you can't see, focus on that love, that unconditional love, that heart chakra activation, because that's sort of allowing yourself to feel open, right? That allows these blockages with the moon card to be lifted. Okay, so let's take a look what's going on with the masculine's heart space, and then we can go into the outcome. So masculine heart space, what's going on with the masculine heart space? We have the Temperance card. So they're focused in their heart space. What they're desiring at this moment is balance, right? So as they're desiring balance, finding it, right, for many of them, and even this is an element, of course, about some next level of their spiritual awakening as well, okay? So that they're balancing the cups out there. It's kind of this angelic kind of card, lots of water, right? So inside their heart space, there's this balancing of emotions coming on here. There's some, again, emotional security happening for many of these masculines. In whatever way that means, it's like finally growing up, right? We have the Six of Swords, so moving away from negativity. The Swords card in the heart space sort of, to me, tells me that they've already kind of made this decision mentally, right? So it's not that they're currently dealing with it, it's that they've made this decision to move on from many things. And so in their heart space, they're now fully desiring to let go of the past, okay? So in the heart space, the Six of Swords tells me that it's more about letting go. It's more about letting go is an emotional thing. Mentally, we always tell ourselves, we need to do X, Y, and Z, and we should probably stop doing this, and stop eating all these foods, stop doing X, Y, and Z, stop smoking weed, stop having sex with the neighbor's wife, whatever it is. There is those things, we tell them to ourselves, but maybe sometimes they don't often come true, because we're not really letting go of what it is that keeps us energetically attached to those things. But for the masculines, it's kind of finally a full letting go. It's a moving on period for them, okay? So they are desiring to move on from the recent negative past. And finally, for them, we do have the Knight of Wands. So as a desire, the heart space, focused on action, focused on movement, taking risks, following their dreams, following their passions. So the masculines have not given up. These masculines I'm reading for, there's certainly this element and this focus on passion and movement, okay? So whether or not that's towards you, a better future, a better life, a better attitude, a spiritual awakening, there is a new commitment and desire to move forward, okay? Like very strongly. So that's positive, very, very positive. So I'm going to move these cards out of the way. I hope they helped. I'm going to now take a look with a different deck about the English word that I can't seem to find in the moment, about the outcome. Okay, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so let's take a look. So dear Spirit Guides, what's going on with the outcome for the Twin Flame Collective I'm reading for the month of August? Okay, we're going to get 4 cards to see what's going on. The first card that I have is the Emotional Withdrawal card. This is taking some time to be alone. You can see this character here praying at the ocean, possibly to Poseidon, the sea god. This is about taking a break. This is kind of like the Eight of Cups. This is needing to walk away from many things. So for both parties, this is an element of walking away, taking time to rejuvenate oneself, okay? Going on the beach, for instance, is very healing. I know many people might not live near the water or the beach, and if you do, chances are it might be locked down to some degree. But this Emotional Withdrawal card very much talks about taking space for oneself, okay? So the relationship is already taking on this role energetically for the month of August, of which there may be a separation, or if there already is separation, it could be just more emotional time to oneself to figure out what's going on. And even if there is no separation, it could just simply be an emotional withdrawal to figure out something, because there may have been some incidents that have occurred, okay, that need to be sorted out mentally and emotionally and spiritually. We then have the Authority card, so the relationship, the outcome, August, taking on a powerful new role, okay? Now this often does talk about masculine energy as the authority card. You can see this sort of fat looking guy here. I hope that isn't your masculine. I hope your masculine doesn't look like that, unless you find that attractive, in which case I hope he does. But that guy right there talks about, sort of portrays this element of confidence and power and security, authority, right? So this is the card that talks about this relationship essentially taking on a sense of discipline and power, okay? So sort of there could be many masculines gaining confidence this month, all right? I do think that it does have to do with the masculines. So this is the masculines gaining confidence, though it could be the feminines, of course, as well. The relationship itself will, of course, benefit from one person having more confidence, so it doesn't necessarily have to be one or the other for it to affect the other person. We have the shadow card. So this is about meeting your shadow self, the unspoken, the unheard, the unloved parts of ourselves that we often try to shy away from. Those moments where we're afraid to be still, the thoughts in our head that seem to weigh us down. Because this card's coming out here, the shadow card is what's 18? This is sort of like the star card in the regular tarot, I suppose. Anyway, shadows, it talks about this element of light and darkness, right? You have the darkness and you have the light. So there's an element of sort of finding hope within the darkness, right? It's this element of darkest before the dawn. So this is telling me that the relationship is transitioning from this element of darkness into the light. It's almost like there's this handoff between the two, maybe internally or externally, right, to this degree of handing the light to someone else. So oftentimes we need to go into ourselves, right, just like the emotional withdrawal card, in order to find the light, because sometimes it doesn't quite do us any good to find it on the outside, right? The material outside world won't necessarily bring you the happiness or peace that you really do deserve or desire strongly for. And in order to get that, you do need to face your shadow, which sometimes is just as simple as being alone and actually and just meditating or just being still, okay? There's this just actually contemplative energy, just like the emotional withdrawal card. But at the end, we do have this fulfillment of wishes. This is just like the Nine of Cups. This is getting everything that you've wanted, the dearest, deepest wish. So in this twin flame relationship, there is the wish that you guys want. If it's moving in together, bam. If it's the relationship, done. If it's emotional commitment, there it is. If it's confidence, security, wow, there it comes, okay? It's the deepest wish that both of you have for the relationship coming in as a couple, but there does need to be some internal work, it looks like, that is actually being done outside of your control, outside of everybody's control. The outside is being taken care of as the inside is focused on, so that there can be this external manifestation of the deepest wishes, now free of any shadows, limiting beliefs, negativity, blockages for both people, and that's really good news, okay? So I hope that you guys like this reading. If you guys want any personal readings, or you just want to yell at me and send me gifts, check out my website. It's got all that information, or just email me and with just an emoji of a middle finger, and that'll be fun too. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy the remaining time of your weekend, and I hope that your new week starting tomorrow, August 3rd, is a good one. Okay, guys, talk soon. Bye-bye.